Framingham Heart Study 2005. The mortality rate in men and women with diabetes was much higher in every age group over the last 60 years. Center for Disease Control 2017. Nearly 12% of the U.S. adult population had diabetes, and roughly 25% of the diabetic population were unaware of their condition. Daily monitoring of blood glucose levels presents major challenges, including the high degree of pain and discomfort of pricking one's finger every time someone has to check their glucose level. The discomfort, coupled with the enormous effort needed from the user to effectively monitor the blood glucose level, often results in inadequate control and compliance for diabetes. Continuous glucose monitors offer an alternative means of closely monitoring the blood glucose level, but suffer from other major issues, such as a 10 to 15-minute delay in the measurement, which could be costly when a person's blood sugar level becomes low. But no more. Introducing LifeLeaf, the world's first ever non-invasive continuous blood glucose monitoring wearable. Why is LifeLeaf better than the options the market currently offers? LifeLeaf provides the user with a high-comfort, non-invasive experience compared to the standard finger prick glucose test or a CGM device. Also, the system is fully automated, meaning zero effort from the user in closely monitoring her glucose level throughout the day. LifeLeaf is strongly backed by a powerful AI engine that provides users real-time alerts as well as long-term personalized insights, providing peace of mind and a high quality of life.
How it works? LifeLeaf ecosystem consists of 3 components: a smartwatch, an iOS and Android app serving as the primary user interface, and a back-end cloud connected to the app. It also has a web portal for users to log in and get a more detailed view of their daily health record. The LifeLeaf smartwatch has an optical sensor on its back, and using this sensor captures a clinically well-recognized signal called photoplethysmograph once every few minutes and computes primary physiological parameters: blood glucose, heart rate variability, blood pressure, respiration rate, and oxygen saturation level in blood. These parameters initially get locally stored in the watch and over time get securely transmitted to the smartphone app through a low-power Bluetooth interface and eventually to the cloud, where resides for the longer term. A user can also connect her loved ones and medical providers as part of her network so that they also remain on the loop in the context of her daily well-being monitoring and care management.
I've been suffering from diabetes since my early 30s. My wife got diagnosed with diabetes when we had our first child. We got sick and tired of pricking our fingers. Eventually, we moved to using a continuous glucose monitor, but the problems pretty much remain the same. Life has become drastically different ever since we started using LifeLeaf, a completely non-invasive continuous glucose monitoring smartwatch. Not only does it significantly improve the quality of our life, we could also add our loved ones and our care providers into the app so that they also get to know our status all the time.
Children with diabetes have to constantly worry about their blood glucose levels while playing soccer and other sports. They have to stop once in a while to check their blood sugar. With LifeLeaf, they can now fully focus on the game, knowing it will alert them as soon as it starts getting low on their blood sugar levels. Thanks, LifeLeaf.
I don't like needles, and so not having to prick myself multiple times a day is probably the best thing that I could have asked for. I would highly recommend this to my mother, who's diabetic, and once she does start using it, she can add me to her community. I will have access to all of her alerts, to her notifications, to her insights, and I think that'll make me feel so much more comfortable with the situation, to be able to know what's going on with her and just care for her that way.
The issue with the current continuous glucose monitors is that you essentially need 2 devices. So I have to manage 2 devices. I have to manage my continuous glucose monitor, then I also have to manage my device that I use to prick myself and take my sugar that way. So it's 2 devices. So While it's nice to have the continuous glucose monitoring system, it actually ends up adding more time in the end because you essentially have to check twice, which is not that efficient. With the watch method, what I can basically do is just check my watch, and then I only have to really do one step. Check the watch and then treat. Check the watch and then treat. And so the amount of time you would be saving is astronomical if you were to add it up over like a week.
At LifeLeaf, we are focused on how to attain a clinical grade accuracy for our product. That's why we are currently active globally in multi-site clinical trials with more than 500 patients enrolled in different parts of the world and fully following the regulatory guidelines of FDA, CE, and public safety. We are currently fully focused on resolving the issues related to glucose level monitoring. Now, once that problem gets adequately addressed, we also have the capability of looking into other chronic diseases that people suffer from, such as cardiac problems, cardiac arrhythmia such as atrial fibrillation and all, respiratory air pathway obstruction restriction diseases such as COPD and asthma, sleep apnea, and also hypertension. We have been building a large-scale physiological data platform for a huge population. This kind of a data platform is totally missing today, and this can help so many different channels of business such as health and life insurance, nutrition products, fitness, the home health management companies, and the list just goes on.
LifeLeaf.
Your health at your fingertips.